since that opening bell did ring. Yes, up about 40 points since that bell rang.
Yeah, up on the whole session, we're up about 1.6%. Yes, 1.8 Nasdaq, 2.3 in the Russell.
Gold on the move higher. Yes, NQ and the Dow all pumping higher here. New highs, session highs. All four of those products. We got this Jolt's number in about 5 minutes.
Wowza.
Yeah, crude crude go back and test the $100, $100 even level. About $2.40 to go there. Equities don't care. Equities, NQES. What Mag 7, Jack, all green?
Yes, sir. The greenest Meta's up over 4% now.
They got bad. Have they recovered from all those losses?
Hell no. They are
not even
still
close.
Way down.
Yikes.
No. Meta. Oh, Meta. Really is incredible that Meta was trading under $100 not too long ago. They topped out at close to $800. They're currently trading like $560.
Oh, wow. Okay. Nice retracement there. Better prices, discount prices.
Mm-hmm. Since January 30th, they're down from 740 to 560.
Crazy. He scrapped Metaverse, by the way. $80 billion. Poof. Incredible.
RIP.
Yeah.
My real estate.
Good. I like reality's cooler than virtual reality. Just saying. All right. Pull back here in the NQES. Gold pulling back off those highs. Perhaps some profit taking going into this Jolt's job openings number. Point turnaround lower in the ES and Q. Pulled back about 40 points. Or crude catching a bid here, about 60-point pop. Top trade in the chat says, "What a fake rally! There's no way low of the week is in."
Well,
what was that?
Money
stat?
on the table.
What was that stat, Jack? Our guy came on and said 100% of the time, if we make new highs or new lows on the Monday, 100% of the time, it will do this, something like that.
It'll make a new high by Friday. I think I figured out that the only way that could happen is if we had a huge sell-off on Monday and then spent the entire week within that candle. So yes, it would be an incredibly rare occurrence.
The devil's in the details. Crude closing back in on $103 even. About 10 cents to go there. 50-50 tilt. Oh, also have consumer confidence. I forget. Consumer confidence expected 87.9. This should be a doozy.
A similar one is I'll wait till after the number. 40.
Everyone flat, Aaron flat. Next level price of interest in gold about $15 higher from here. $17 higher. Price would be 46.50.
You see, you see, gold loves to get them initial rejections close to the highest point of the resistance, brings in them sellers, and then you end up seeing it squeeze higher. So
just
I still like this. Yeah,
wow.
Gold loves to trap people out like that.
Sure did. Look at that. A lot of trap set there. And it looks like we're gonna pump higher here. A lot of volume being traded in the equities right around these session highs. ES, NQ, Dow. We got 45 seconds. Consumer confidence. US Jolt's job openings coming at you here. Top Step TV. Consumer confidence again expected 87.9. Last previous was 91.2. Quiet from the president so far. It's obviously still very early. Not seeing much. Oh. All right, let's get this number.
Let's get it.
If what if this
What does the confidence board say?
what if it comes in bad? New well, it goes the pop and confidence beat better. Confidence better. 91.8 actual expect versus the expected 87.9. Jolts pretty much came in line. Even really in line. Jolts in line. See if we can resume. We'll see if the equities one can resume the rally here. Gold as well.
Yep.
Sure do. Look at that. ES closing in on a 6,500. 4 points to go. Gold cooking as well, baby. Gold.
Gold going. Yep. Nice.
Look at that.
Nice squeeze on Goldie again. Right back up.
We are rallying. Man, oh man. And Q 23,580. And Q up 200 points first 30 minutes. Gold up about 45, 47 bucks. First 30 minutes. Oh. Nothing on the tilt.
NASDAQ up 2%
Oh, man.
for the index. Futures up 1.85.
All right. Let's get all right, no more numbers. Bottom of the hour. We will get initial balance, high initial balance, low prices. Aaron, what are you looking for? 46.50, because it looks like we're about to get there. Another push higher.
I think we're gonna get
acceleration higher, or perhaps some profit.
Yeah, I think so. It's that previous hourly closed very bullish. So yeah, I wouldn't want to be selling for this current hour. Personally, I would like to see if you can continue buying. Where do you go from here though? Maybe retest some previous lows from 20th of March, 19th of March. Nice resistance here as well. Back up at the 70s. But for me personally, as long as gold doesn't hit these previous highs, I would still be looking for longs because, like I said, that's what gold loves to do. It loves to reject them highs, bring in sellers before you know it's right back up. So any rejection from here to me is nice continuation buys.
It's interesting. Good stuff. Great breakdown. All right, get the Delta. Hey, Delta Don, get in here, man. We're watching. I heard you in opening call. What's up, Hogue? Lower right-hand corner there. I heard you talking about the buys, the pops are short-lived, not much volume. I'm talking about the equities, maybe gold even as well. Gold or Hogue, let's break it down, man. What's going on? Stocks on the move.
All right. Good morning, Aaron. Pleasure to see you this morning. Great trades so far this morning. Andre, Jack, good to see you. Where do I start? Let's look at the S&Ps. So we were talking during the opening call the last couple of days about how successful the downside auction has been, and it has not been all that successful. Now we're up against 10% off the June contract all-time high in the ES. We saw a lot of open interest piling into the short side, and my speculation was that we were starting to get a little bit too short for our own britches here. So with no bad news and no more headlines, which we cannot count on, we've been kind of looking for a move in the opposite direction, and we're starting to see that so far today. We left value. We rejected value from yesterday. We're above the high from the session yesterday. We're up against a little bit of resistance here in the form of this session gap from the 26th to the 27th. Now, that session gap would close if price were to get up to 65.20 quarter. We also have the 200 session simple moving average as a little bit of a barrier in that. So we are starting to see the market being bought, a little bit of a potential state change here, at least for the time being. Now, I'm not suggesting by any stretch that the lows are in. We don't have an excess low, but just seemed for the last couple of days that the selling pressure was not performing well. We needed a move in the opposite direction to even out inventory, and then perhaps continuation to the downside. We're still, by all by all means, in a downtrend. What about the Nasdaq? Nasdaq left the opening range at the dead ass low. It is at the high of value from yesterday. NASDAQ is lagging a little bit. It does have further to rally if we do, because we're up against the 15% off the June contract all-time high. We haven't gotten there yet, but not saying we're not going to, but we just needed a little bit of a relief rally. I'm not sure how long this relief rally is going to continue. Sometimes these relief rallies and downtrends become face ripping rallies. Not suggesting that that is going to happen. It's not financial advice, but it started that way. Let's take a look at gold. Gold is at a very important level here, and I'm sure you're kind of seeing the same thing, Aaron. We're up against a kind of a short time frame area of balance. So we're looking for either continuation of this, and I believe that there is plenty of space above for this market to continue a continuation above the current area of balance, or a failure of this breakout and a return back into balance for a rotation lower. So be very, just have your eyes peeled for opportunities and for some sort of signal of rejection of price up at these levels for a return of a rotation back into balance, and monitor for continuation if you are expecting price to continue this move to the upside. Crude oil is also in a very interesting area. We talked about this on the opening call this morning. Yesterday was the first day that we've had basically an entire regular trading hour session range hold above $100. But where did it stop? $104. That's the weekly kickoff high. It continued above it, but in extended trading hours. It looked above it last night in extended trading hours. We have had no participation in regular trading hours above $104. What doesn't happen can be as important as what does. We saw the market get relatively close to that level after the open, and the market has returned back into what we like to call a Dolby Dorito. We've got 2 points of contact on the upside. We've got 3 points of contact on the downside. So as long as we're inside of this, I'm treating it like balance to breakout guidelines. If we get to the high of the area of balance and we fail to continue, we fade that for a rotation back to the low of the area of balance. And the opposite is true on the bottom as well. We look below the low of the area and if we can't continue that move to the downside, we go back into rotation for a move back to the upper area of balance. But obviously crude oil is sitting here waiting for new information. There was a lot of tweets and headlines that came out prior to the open today. Right now, it is waiting for new information. It is just chilling. Watch this 104 weekly kickoff high. This is going to be an important level for us if it hasn't already been today. That is my story, and I'm sticking to it. We've got some pretty decent positive delta in the equities, which is congruent with direction. We're at 3,600 positive in the S&Ps, 1,500 positive in the Nasdaq, and again with that opening range, the dead ass low in the Nasdaq. Looking for opportunities for longs at this time, as long as that holds. There you go.
Good.
My story. I'm sticking to it.
Oh yeah, Hulk, good stuff. Well, pulling back off the highs here in the equities, they are about 80 points lower here in the NQ. Crude did
We're
grind
long
higher.
one MES.
Let's go. What do you got?
Trying to play this range, get the tradies out.
I like it.
Stop. What's up, Hogue?
I might jump
Tradies?
in with you.
Yeah.
In the tradies out.
I might jump in with you there. What price, Jack?
Right here, right now, 82.5.
Okay. So
Long 2 MES.
2. What are we looking for upside? Upside in this?
I mean, I would take some of it off towards the end of the range, and then like maybe playing for the breakout higher with half.
How many are you long?
Just 2 at the moment.
Okay.
Crude saw
First
some
good
rejection.
pullback.
Yeah, crude saw rejection at $103. Sold it down to $102.60. 73% short tilt in the NQ right now. 73% short tilt
Aaron,
NQ.
what do you think of this? What do you think of this rejection up here in gold?
It's actually nice to see. That's what I love to see on gold. When you have that initial rejection from here, I think it brings in some early sellers, squeezes these highs here, then finds real resistance. I'm kind of with you in the thought process that, you know, at this 46.50 level, it's a big make or break level. I don't know if we're going to break it higher or we're going to hold it and sell off, but it's nice to see an initial reaction from there. I'm keen to see what we do over the next few hours from this level. It's a big area.
Shout out to Jays in the chat. Just passed my first combine. I believe I saw that. Job well done. Woo, just passed my combine. Nice job, Jays.
Nice.
Good job, Jays.
Yeah, watching. See if crude can get some more down. A little more selling here in crude. We're selling in crude. $2.50. Gold selling off a touch. I'm gonna get along with you there. 73% short tilt in. Yeah, I'm in. I'm with you, Jack. What'd I get?
7.
See if we can get gold to pop here. Am I long from cut?
Let's squeeze some people, shall we?
Yeah, watching. We get gold to push higher. We'll continue the sell-off in crude. Appears perhaps to be bullish for equities.
Yeah.
Obviously, you blink, you get a headline, all go out the window.
That's what stops are for.
That's right. Dow catching a bid here.
Got whacked down a little bit there.
Can't believe I'm long. I see it. I see the setup. Can't believe I'm long. Still,
Aaron, this is hard to sell.
Yeah, it's one of them moves where, you know, I was very confident that we were going to hit this 650 level and buy up into that. Then once you've kind of hit these highs, like from here, I'm a bit like, see, it feels a bit 50-50. I'm like, do we break high? Do we sell off? I don't really know where we go from here, but I agree. I looking at that previous hourly breaking massively to the upside with how big was this candle? It was like a 400 plus tick candle. Yeah, I mean, I'd happy to miss the short. If gold sold off, I'd be more than happy to miss that.
Yeah, and it was a substantial move above a IB high. And we haven't even come back to visit the initial balance high for a potential for a long there. And I can't short it here because of that. So we wait.
Yep. Absolutely. Patience pays. Patience pays.
Yeah, right. Why is it stalling out here? Why are these longs stalling out? Come on.
Patience. Everything looks a lot faster when you're watching it in real time.
It sure does, Jack. Come on. What
later,
the heck?
like nothing.
Come on. If I was short right now, they'd be running.
Time slows when you're in a position.
Yeah.
They'd be running up so fast if I was short.
You know, honestly, if you were short, you'd be thinking the same thing. Why isn't it going?
They'd be running it up so fast. Well, downside pressure in crude, that is. Come on, all they want to do is that tilt did level off just a bit. Now 61% short tilt in the NQ. Come on, gold's catching a bid. This is the whole plan. Playbook. We got it going here. Just needs another push. Hogue, what do you got for Delta? You said positive.
Yes. Currently, S&P is positive 33,000.
I'm talking about
Positive 1,400 in the Nasdaq.
getting with Delta too, man. A little pop. Popping crude, little selling here. I'm sorry, selling crude, popping gold. See if the equities want to catch a bid. Gold making another run. Just looking to perhaps make another run higher here. Crude selling off. What are we doing here? Crude back down to $102.20.
We got the IB
No,
low
17
right
cents.
there.
Oh, yeah. Come on. What are we doing here?
Like to see crude right around 101.70 because there's
I'll take that.
plenty of confluence there. There's last week's high. There's a 200 session simple moving average on the 30-minute chart. There's the trend line and value low from yesterday, right around that 101.70 area.
Sounds bullish for equities, Hogue. I don't know. Sounds bullish for equities to me.
You're bullish equities, you say? I am too.
I'm long. I'm long one right now.
Nice.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Like I said, if I was short right now, they'd be running it up real fast. 50-50 tilt.
It's just the market taking a breath.
Maybe you can sneeze. Maybe you can sneeze and take this thing higher. We got crude maybe selling off just a bit. A little buying coming in here. Quite on the headlines. Nothing much so far. And they turned it around. Oh, they turned it around. Their sellers turned it around. Gold selling off just a touch. A little pop here in crude. So go. Crude
Peeling off some of that delta.
Are they?
2,500 positive now.
Well, they better ramp this sucker up.
1,300 in the Nasdaq.
Okay. I'm gonna ramp this baby up. Right back to entry. ES and NQ. Aaron, very, very patient. 2 trades, 2 winners today, Aaron.
Yeah, two winners. That's usually me locking out, enjoying the day. Gold's. I was just looking at gold. I'm actually measuring how much we're up from the Asia lows. You know, gold is up like almost 1,500 ticks, which is huge.
Really?
So to start trading up at that much, I'm like, you could easily range for quite some time. So yeah, I think I might have to hold on to my 2 winners here for the day.
Okay. I don't like this trade anymore. I'm out.
ATR is $180
in
1,800 ticks.
In crude? Incredible. All right. I got out of the way for you, Jack. Let's see if we can push this higher.
If you could get short, that'd be great.
Just wait. I will. Don't you worry. I'll be short. I'm terrified of being long equities. It's scary. Look at that. NQ pushing higher here. Yes, same story over there. See, get out of the way. And let them push this thing higher. We got.
Well, I kind of felt like we were primed for a face ripping rally in the equities. So far, I wouldn't call this face ripping, but it's early. Watch the news.
Yeah, you can always get truth bombed, but
How you got? We're long 2, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take 1 off near the top of this range. We'll call it like
the buyers. There come the buyers. We're gonna push with it. Looks like we got a little downside pressure here in crude oil. Hold on.
Up against that session gap in the S&Ps. Session gap low 64.95.75.
Okay.
Close the gap 65.20 quarter.
All Alrighties. Gold's in a holding pattern here.
Yeah, gold could
they're trying.
Gold could range for quite some time. I feel like if anyone's getting the urge to short gold,
Yeah,
I don't want to say what to do, but I would say sit on your hands for now. Seeing how much gold's up today, if you feel the urge to sell it, you have to ask yourself, am I feeling the urge to short because I didn't get the obvious long up? And if the answer is yes, sit and wait for gold. It could range for quite some time. Like I say, we're already up over 1,000 ticks today, which is huge. So patience will pay on gold. It needs time after a big move.
I like that. It sounds like you told me not to do it, Aaron. You said I'm not going to tell you what to do, but it sounds like you did precisely that. You told me not to. I'm with you though. All right, we just got a new 5 at 10 minutes to the bottom. The hour goes initial balance high, initial balance low prices. What are those? Simply the highest and lowest price trade in the New York session. 50-50 tilt.
What we got? Crude.
Keeping crude offered. See if we can get a pop
More expensive
here.
than it was, though.
Well, we get gold to pop here. Gold. 46.40. Nothing on the tilt. Hey, Hogue, what do you got for IB low? ESNQ. Obviously, we have time. Actually, don't. We don't.
Oh,
I don't think we got plenty. We got plenty of time, Hogue. We'll wait.
Yeah.
We'll wait. Yeah.
They may be in, but we'll give it time.
Yeah, I'm watching crude here. The buyer stepped in crude.
Sellers came back there.
Yeah. Crude pushing. Crude about 80-cent push higher here. $102.80. Tell you what, equities, Dow, obviously more sense. Not obviously. We've seen that with the inverse correlation. Sensitivity to crude. Yes, NQ. Say holding bid. Is there what do we got? ES. Anything jumping off right now on the ES? On the ladder, using that level 2 data. No big orders right now. There you go, Jack. Okay, saw some buyers.
6 down.
Seen any major size on the dome today?
It's not yet. One eye on crude here. Hasn't got above 103 just yet, but 20 cents to go there.
Last day of the quarter. It's the trade that keeps on going.
Potential.
Equities holding bid for now. Another round of buying there in the NQ. Bit of a bull flag, perhaps. Chop around the highs here. Looks like that's some
there's not a lot of volume on this pullback.
No. What is that? What is that telling you? Is that just flimsy pop there?
More like a bull flag.
Oh, okay. Stay on.
You look at the 5-minute. I guess we'll look at the S&Ps.
There you go. I want to see that right there.
So you got lower highs, lower lows, but lower volume.
Okay. Holding bid here. Equities holding bid. Look at it. We saw the buyer step in there on gold. Aaron.
About to break out. About to break out.
Yep. I think we squeeze high one more time on gold.
Thank you for telling me not to. Well, you did. You told me to sit on my hands. If you didn't tell me to sit on my hands, I'd be taking heat right now. I appreciate that.
Good man.
Always.
Aaron, you got a couple more minutes here in Fast Markets. Nice trade. We'll let Jack manage this trade. Also, all right, those that tune into the London Open 1:30 a.m. Central Time here on Top Step TV, those that don't and they want to see how did Aaron take those nice trades with the discipline, the patience, and the execution, the conviction, what can they expect when they come check out the London Open, Aaron?
Absolutely. We go through. I go through my whole entire gold plan. Go through all my levels for the day that play out into the New York session. We took some great gold longs yesterday. More gold longs today. So, calling the markets really well. So, if you want to get ahead of the day, see my levels, see how I trade gold, see how I balance traveling and trading, everything like that. Come along, ask questions. We break it all down live.
Right.
So, it's a good way to start the day.
That's right. Where are you? What is your location currently?
I am in Spain still, but
I love
if
Spain.
people tune into London Open on Friday, I'll be tuning in from a new destination. So you'll have to tune
see
in
where.
and see.
Absolutely, yes.
How's that for a plug?
Damn it.
That's
That
good.
very job well done.
Love
He's
it.
a globetrotter, a trading globetrotter, all across the globe.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, 5 minutes here at the bottom of the hour. Did we print new highs there in the NQ?
No.
Yeah. No. Okay.
Oh, and NQ maybe. I'm looking at the MES. I'm very close to taking our half off there.
Where do you have the stop?
Let it play.
Is the stop in the money?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're playing the range, we can't, until we get a 1-to-1 or a little bit more on this. Like, I can't move it now.
All right, Hogue, what do you got for IB low, ESNQ?
Yes, IB low 64.50 half, IB high 64.97 quarter.
Oh, okay.
NASDAQ initial balance low 23,378 in the orders.
378.75. Okay.
And IB high 23,580 and the orders 75.
All right.
23,580 in the order.
4 minutes. 4 minutes. So the bottom of the hour, we got crude trade $102.80 right now. About $2 range so far. First hour of fast markets. Lower end $102, upper end about right around 104. Trading pretty much in the middle. Gold.
Yeah,
Gold,
hanging out. Not really doing too much on gold.
No,
Hanging
we
out.
came in when the bell rang. We were trading right around 4,600s, and we did see a pop up or push higher. Did top out at 46.55. They're about the first hour.
Yeah.
Here
I'm
in
going
Vickers.
to I'm gonna lock in my $640
Yeah.
for the day.
Nice trading,
We're
man.
locking out.
Nice day.
We're locking out.
Okay. All right.
Nicely done.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Okay, both before I want to ask you about your trader retreats, but before we get to that, before you get out of here, I want to bring in the Top Step TV tip of the week because it's a good one. Reassess your strategy regularly. You heard Hogue say reassess your strategy daily. Hogue, do I still check results against expectations often, modify for changing market conditions. How do I'm reassessing my strategy and it's profitable. What the hell am I reassessing? If it's profitable, what is there to reassess if I'm making money, Hogue?
Making sure it stays profitable.
It profits. What would you look for? Would there be any? Okay. Any signs? Any telltale signs? Looking at my stats, using the performance dashboard analytics here on Top Step X. Say I'm having a good run last couple of weeks. Is there anything if you take a peek underneath the hood, if you will, say, hey, something's starting to crack here? Like any telltale signs that this strategy may be running out? The clock's ticking on this strategy. What can I look for in my data that would say, hey, heads up?
Well,
this trade is your strategy might be diminishing a little bit.
Well, obviously, profits would be probably one of the biggest parts of it. But I mean, just look at the S&Ps and the Nasdaq today. It's been in a downtrend. We know that. We know it's been in a downtrend. But looking at your charts, looking at the volume, looking at the open interest, I started to feel like there was a snake in the woodpile for the shorts down here because we were putting in a whole bunch of open interest. Volume wasn't great to the downside. We've got a nice trend to the downside. We've got emotional visual targets with the price above. It just told me that if I'm going to be looking for shorts, I'd better be in really good trade location and it's see money, take money now. Am I saying it's time to buy it like forever now? No. But we were kind of warning over the past couple of sessions that we may run into a day where we see a face rip and rally. Did today start? It may have started an opposite move day. So, in the things that you're looking at, no matter what you're looking at, whether you're looking at fair value gaps, whatever you're looking at, always ask yourself, what direction is the market attempting to go, if any? And how good of a job is it doing in that direction? And for the last couple of sessions, with the open interest, with the lack of volume, lower highs, lower lows, I actually gave the auction process to the downside in the S&Ps today a C minus or even a D. It's not performing well to the downside anymore. It needs relief. It needs a pullback to even inventories, and then it can continue the move to the downside if it's even going to. We don't know when something good is going to come out and everything's going to change and happy days will be here again. Who knows? But I'm always monitoring direction and performance. It's going lower. How good of a job is it doing going lower? And to me, it wasn't. So today, we've got a little rally going here. I don't know how far it's going to go. I don't know when it's going to end. But for now, we're looking for longs.
DVR house count is long a pair. MES from 6482.
Well, we covered
Aaron.
one. We hit our.
Oh, shade one.
Yeah.
All right, good stuff. Well, Aaron, talking about the trader retreats, you got to tune into a London Open to hear about those as well, and also tune in to Seawork. Aaron will be next. Couple words before you get out of here. The chat is absolutely loving those trades. They want to get more information. We see you in the chat. Aaron, thank you so much. Couple words before you get out of here.
Thank you, guys.
Nice trading as always.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. It's my patience pays on gold. All you need is that one good traded day, not multiple trades. So let the markets come to you. And I'll see you guys on the London Open tomorrow morning. Thank you, guys.
Let's go. He also told me to sit on my hands thinking about that short in gold. And gold up to closing in on new session highs there, 46.50 last trade. All right, Jack, we took one off for profit.
Yes.
How do you manage the rest?
I'm considering maybe cutting it and then playing for the breakout, or just putting it back on. Let's, rather than get stopped out here. Okay, I'm gonna take it. So $75 there, and then we might play this range again if we drop down. We didn't. We kind of reached up. We covered one at pretty much the high of that move, and then it didn't really want to go for the highs of the day. So we'll wait. I'm still bullish, I think. I'd love to see us get up to that 65.15.
Nice trade. Okay. All right, so we got the right around IB highs here, Hogue. Yes, and Q.
Nice trade, Jack.
Yep. Nice trade.
We got one in.
See a little downside push. Who's here? Look how excited. Where is he? Look outside. Where are you?
Room. Make room.
What's happening? Star Slow Markets. Mr. Dakota in the house.
You guys know what I'm going to say. I'll say it in tune. Ready? Buy the dip.
Buy the dip.
Buy the dip.
Mm-hmm.
Buy the dip.
Well, we did.
Last night during Slow Markets on air, we bought the 3-bar reversal at, you were there, Andre.
I was.
22,980.
Those are good prices.
Yeah, that was pretty good price. 22 handle there in the NASDAQ. And here we are pushing through session highs. What do they say? Be fearful or be greedy when others are fearful, and vice versa. And 600 points. $600-point rally. Yeah, there you go. New session highs, NASDAQ.
New session highs and Q.
Still not in the ES.
Yes.
Talking to me, have to switch to MNQ.
Yeah, I know, Jack. Me too. I was thinking about that too. I think I'm going to.
Water's warm.
It wakes up. It actually does something.
The water is warm.
We'll see. More buying here.
Haters.
More buying in gold. Or 46.61. 46.61. Last print there in gold. New highs.
This is a situation now that we've rallied so far today. Well over, was it 3% off the lows? We're up 2% today in the NASDAQ, but 3% off the lows. And we're
headline.
Just tapped session highs, 2 2 3/4. But as a day trader, what do? Right? It's like we've already rallied so far. There's still a lot of bearish sentiment, so this thing could just pull back pretty hard at any moment.
We got a headline. We got a headline here from IRGC. Ron, we will target U.S. companies in the region as of April 1st in retaliation tax.
Must be a joke.
So,
no,
not right now, Dakota. Not right now.
That would seem not to be. Well, we're about to see what the sentiment is here, because that's not a great one.
No, I got short.
Good.
Jack, we're still in this?
Are you short?
No. We're flat. Up 74.
Got the reversal game going there, don't you, Andre?
Oh, the old reversal chat. Well,
you were long.
That doesn't sound like a bullish headline to me, Hogue. Call me crazy, but it doesn't sound like a bullish headline. So
you're right about that.
Up around IB highs.
You're right about that.
Looks like a good place.
Best laid plans.
Yeah. Again, the headline. We will target U.S. companies in the region as of April 1st in retaliation for attacks on Iran. We got gold. It did sell off just a bit. Crude catching a bid. Dakota. How deep of a dip? What kind of dip? What kind of pullback?
I'm watching these markets, and
I know you are. Me too.
I'm trying to hold it together, man.
You gotta hold it together.
That's why I was saying we came on here. We rallied so far so fast, and as a day trader looking at this market, it's hard to get long, right? We want a deep pullback, but then is it a pullback or is it a reversal? Because this market could just fall off a cliff, like we've shown on these rallies here in the equities have been being sold off quite dramatically. And so as of right now, I'd love to see a pullback down to, dare I say it, 23,400s, 404 to 420s. So
you got the potential failed upside auction in the NASDAQ now, not in the S&Ps.
Yeah, that's what I sold.
Signaling the NASDAQ to the short side. Andre, you should feel good about that if you're still short.
Short the NQ, 23,557. So we see a pop here in crude back closing at $103. Again, the headline, Miran, we will target U.S. companies in the region as of April 1st in retaliation for attacks. Some of the companies mentioned, among them, Microsoft, Apple, Google, Intel, Boeing. So they'll be legitimate targets. We're watching crude pop here. $103.05. Gold selling off a bit. 50 tilt. ES pulled back about 17 points. I'm trading 64.80. Sold off.
I was going to mention zombie rally, but man, is there such a thing as zombie rally with the VIX so high and this volatility so high as well? Can that be possible?
First time for everything.
Yeah,
it is. I mean, it is the last day of the quarter, though, so possibly you could get some black magic effery. Okay, well, good. We got
crude
out.
Cooking. Yeah, crude cooking here. $103.15. Crude popped about $1. That headline.
Yeah, which is interesting, though, right, Andre? Where we're looking at crude oil holding near these highs, or just it's still positive, but then tape bomb. Man, every single time I look away from the screen, these markets are just moving. We got like Nvidia up 3.3%.
Yep.
Google up 3%. Broadcom up over 3%. Meta up 3.75. It's wild how strong these equities are today. And then crude oil is positive as well.
What was that? I just did see that. Oh, what do you got for Delta?
ES positive 2,800, NASDAQ positive 1,100.
Okay. Crude holding
Trade the
bid.
fade.
Yeah, I see another round of buying. Again, crude popped about $1 now. Crude back above $103, trading $103.11. Gold selling off as well. Gold, what's this one gonna do? Gold sold off about $25 there. Looking at 46.38 last trade.
Look at that.
And here comes
Just
the
20
buyers.
Just 20 points. Just
Yeah, but crude keeps going.
I know. I see. Yeah, it's everything's green. Everything's green but the VIX
What is
And the
fixed?
dollar.
and the dollar. Yeah.
Dollar getting weaker. Rates. Okay. Yep. We got
Who's
Goolsby
short?
schedules. What's
Go
up?
ahead.
No. What's up? Dakota, go ahead.
No.
You're
Do we
better at
have
this.
anyone short in this market? Because I wouldn't mind a short. Like the risk reward's there.
I'm short from 557 in the NQ.
Oh, my man. Yeah, there we go.
Well, there goes crude. Another round of buying. $103.28 last trade. What's in crude?
You're short the MNQ, Andre?
Yeah, it actually moves, Hog. I had to go.
You switched already, huh?
I know.
I mean, Jack
hey,
convinced me. More buying here.
come on. We got you. We
You
got
got the failed
Jack.
upside auction. You're looking good right now, pal.
I'll take it.
If we break these 500s, woo, might get a little
500s.
steep. So you guys are coming over to the NQ now, huh?
Not just this time. Well, I've got crude going. Let's take a look at ES. ES sold off about 15 points there as well. You can actually trade size. You get trade size in the ES.
I'll eventually be trading corn or bonds. We're told.
$3.31 last trade in crude. Now 37 cents. Crude pushing higher here.
I'd say I might want to join you, but it's hard to get in short when we got Nvidia up 3.3.
There's
and
more room,
these
baby.
equities.
Dakota, there's more.
I know there's more room to the downside. Yes, yeah. The risk reward's really good. I like the risk reward on this.
More buying crude, $103.43. Now 46 cents. ES selling off. Here we go. Dow selling off. NASDAQ, a little more reluctant. Gold selling off.
There we go. Get some selling pressure.
And one more time, the headline. Seeing that turnaround in crude oil from Iran. We will target U.S. companies in region in retaliation. So equities come off the highs there. Actually selling off. ES down. Nice. Way to get out there, Jack. And there goes crude. More buying crude. ES selling off. And Q selling off. Dow as well. Crude on the move. Crude up about $1.50. Last couple minutes.
Okay, I'm going to join you for the breakdown here.
Let's do it. And Q down about 100 points off the highs.
Yeah, we got to get through these 90s first. This is just a little see money, take money from me. Nothing too wild. Just there's some follow through on that.
Did you get in?
Yeah, I got in at 98.
Sure, from 98.
Yep. Let's see if we get some follow through to 60s.
For 98.
Let me ask how many companies are actually there, though. Well, from the ones they named, I know some of them do have. We signed the big thing. There's a lot of data centers, et cetera, being built in the region.
Oh, there's a flush.
Probably there's a lot of solar power, obviously, but wow, it really didn't react right away, Andre. That was a good sell right there.
Well, yeah, I mean, didn't sound very bullish, and we were up at the highs. But yeah, it was a good way to get out as well, Jack. Look at that. Got 73% short tilt in the ES. The round of selling in the NQ. NQ 43.
I just took profit, so a little scalp.
Yes, it was. See if we got another round of buying here in crude oil.
Look at this. Look at this one.
What happened? What do you got? What do you got?
Your screen. That's what I was looking at.
It's chaos. It's chaos.
Beautiful.
I'm on top of the hour, 15 minutes.
Command
XFA.
Center.
That's
Dre Cave.
Looking behind the scenes, that's what it looks like. Got the
Nice,
NQ up here, ES here.
Andre can't trade. Andre's over here trading it up.
No, I can trade. I've got an account up right now. I've got the platform up. I can trade. Just hit the buttons.
I know. I know
what you're saying. I know.
Andre's a pretty damn good trader.
I've moved another round of buying here in crude. Crude on the move higher, $103.61. Last trade there. Seeing equities selling off across the board. 74% short tilt in the ES, 73% short tilt in the NQ.
It is a just almost dystopian dynamic. I've made this count before that there's this conflict right now where the US is in conflict with Iran, and Iran is in conflict with the markets, really.
Yep.
They've been posting takes, and like announcement like that is very designed with a target in general being the markets.
Both sides, Jack. Would you say both sides? The rhetoric from both sides. So looking target the markets indeed.
Some buying, trying to hold up these 90s and 80s. Coach J, market order McHugh.
That's a good one. I like that one. That's a good. That's exactly what I did. It was a market order.
Okay.
So what was that? Something hit the ladder. We get stopped out. 74% short tilt ES, 73% short tilt in the NQ.
Crude's still holding up really well.
Yes, it is.
Bitcoin Dave, what am I talking about? How do you not see that? The strategic goal of Iran is to bring the markets down or the oil markets up until there's too much pain. Like, what are you talking about?
They announced it too, right? That they want their oil prices at like 200.
Yeah.
Going Dave.
What are you talking about, dude? No, seriously, Jack. What are you talking about? I'm fast with you. Jack's 100% correct. They've supposedly said it. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. We got crude on the move higher. Another round of buying in crude. $103.71. Jack Feisty.
Their goal is not to capture New York. Oh my God.
Oh man, good job. Who was that? Dave, good job, man. Jack all fired up now. Gosh. 100 watching crude on the move. Crude continuing to push higher. Dow selling off. Yes, same story there. Gold selling off.
Well, they sold off that little pop right there.
Yeah, look up. We're buying crude. $103.80. We're looking at about a $1.80 rally since the headline hit. We're looking at a 110 point turnaround in the NQ. Lower. And ES, 30 points lower. Crude continuing to close in on $104, 15 cents to go.
Is this a temporary bounce in these markets?
Bounce.
No excess on the lows.
I think we're buying crude, $104 incoming.
Yeah, that little headline changed everything, didn't it?
Sure did.
Yeah, that was the risk reward we're looking at. Andre crushing it up.
Well, again, didn't sound very bullish. When it doesn't work, trust me, it doesn't work, and it gets very costly. We got crude. There you go, $104, Prince, in crude oil. $2 rally in crude in the last 15 minutes. ES, NQ, all selling off. Gold selling off. Now selling off. Crude cruising. $104.
Well, there's these 440s
being ignored. Don't fight it.
Don't fight it.
Not a conflict with the market side. Yeah, that was going Jack. ES still close. ES closing on overnight VWAP. ES down 38 points. 38 points lower.
When would I buy this dip? Someone says, well, we got to have market structure. I like to see it a little bit lower than this. And then something like a 3-bar reversal or some consolidation. Oh, look at that.
It's for the counter tweet. There's a counter tweet right around the corner.
Tweets and counter tweets.
Welcome to this.
It's changed.
This is what we're in.
We should be looking for longs.
Initial balance low in ES. So we're about 10 points from there. That price is 64.50.
Would be a risk limiter there for sure. You got VWAP right there, both in the S&P and in the NASDAQ.
Watching crude right at $104. This is pretty much the upper end of the range we've seen from pretty much most of all fast markets, for that matter. They want to pop this thing higher. It's overnight highs. $106.86. Is that true? It is.
4.
Push here. What we got on the ES ladder? Anything cooking there? ES ladder. Couple 200 lots downside on the bid. Those got filled. What's Delta now, Hogue? That flip negative?
Negative 700 in the S&P is negative 100 in the NASDAQ. And negative 50 in the NASDAQ, just flopping around right there. So we've taken all that out.
Yeah, deltas have been flimsy. They've been flimsy lately. They'll unwind those things.
You're still short. Stay short.
Okay. Another round of selling here in the ES. ES, we're lower by 40 points right now in the last 15 minutes. And Q, we're down.
We tagged 420.
160 points. Crude holding bid above $104, now $104.06.
Change the bull to the bear? No, we're up 400 points from where we were last night during small markets. It's
Dow going for the lows.
30-minute bars look hilarious here. And it's gone.
If crude wants to hold above 104, it's holding right now. $104.09, now 11 cents. Picking up some steam higher in crude oil.
This is the first regular trading hour excursion above the weekly kickoff high, $104. Be careful up here. Don't fight this. Do not fight this.
Where crude's absolutely popping here. $4.20. Just printing 25 cents now, Prince. Dow selling off, ES selling off. Gold. We're gonna see.
Okay, here's that level that we would think about buying the S&Ps, but I'm not.
Yeah, this is level in the NASDAQ as well, Hogue. These lower 400. Let's see. So we get there, right? That's a level. Just getting there at the level right now doesn't mean I'm just going to buy it with this price action.
No.
Got to see how we react. How are we going to react now that we're here?
Crude staying above $104. Again, another round of buying crude. These are the highest prices we've seen in fast markets. $104.26 last trade. Now 27 cents.
Reminder: the CLU, so like the September contract, is still around $82. Forward curve still highly inverted, so we're about 104 and change here.
I'm out.
Good show.
Of course. Yeah. There you go.
Amazing trade.
Not bad. All right, let's see if Crude wants to keep
Nice
going.
trade.
Thanks. Crude holding bid here, $104.25, now 26 cents. Is there more room to the downside? We saw equities. Oh, we're seeing the charts just inverse, right?
There's a storm brewing here, folks. Outside and in the markets.
Outside, is that true? Okay.
Yeah, it already got me.
Yeah.
It was pouring rain on top of my dojo here.
70% short tilt in the NQ.
Oh.
Watching gold
I
here.
like it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm long 1.
Okay. What'd you get? 398
or 13.
or 13's got a
Yeah.
hold. Another pop in crude. Heads up. Heads up on crude. $104.35. Crude rallying about $2. Crude rallying $2 in the last 15 minutes.
New lows and S&Ps coming in here.
Okay, I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna get out for a
There they go.
scratch.
Yep. Return IB.
But this is the zone I want to get long in here in the NASDAQ.
Crude at IB low, right? Or, I'm sorry. Yes is at IB low right now to the tick as we trade 64.50. And Q pretty much there, about a couple points away. Initial balance low and Q 24,378.
This
9
is the
points
bottom of the
away.
opening range.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Storm brewing, Hogue.
Yep.
Nice cut, Dakota.
Oh, you see a failed downside auction? That would have been surprising a few minutes ago.
Yeah, I would have.
What's this?
Ah,
Rodney R.
missed my
We have
second.
target.
Take out the IB low.
Rodney and
on
Army
NASDAQ
headline
as
here. We
well.
target the industries belonging to Siemens and Telecom. We targeted the industries belonging to Siemens and Telecom. And Ben Gurion, I believe that's the airport in Israel. Rodney R. We got the headlines coming here from Iran.
Ooh.
Dow looking at a 400-point turnaround low or sell-off lower. Dow trading right around the lows. ESNQ went right to.
All right, taking it again at 391. Trying to see buyers step in here. Ever so slightly, though.
Trying.
But I don't mind taking on these small size at this level. This is the zone I was looking at, so it'd be wrong for me to look at this zone and not take
Not
a few.
act.
Small size Hogue, like
Sure.
risking a little bit. If we do find some support and we start to consolidate and see market structure, then I'll build a position. Be wrong small, and then build a position when the market starts to do and go in my favor.
Aim small, miss small.
Yeah. Did that exactly last night too. I was down
Hold
like
this.
$400 last night.
So we hold this thing. What price, Dakota?
I got in at 91.
391. All right. How about this, Dakota? Let you manage that. We got the top of the hour coming in about 90 seconds. 90 seconds till top of the hour. Let's bring in the live funded leaderboard. Let's take a look. I'm hearing some big numbers are being put up. Oh, we sure are. Gaten up $40,000. He up 31. Han up 26. We have 22. Ulysses up $18,000 early in this New York session. Job well done.
Beautiful.
Keep an eye on those names.
Beautiful.
See if any names change or on the P&Ls as well throughout the day. Cody, you saying beautiful about the live leaderboard or about this trade or both?
Both, baby.
Both.
I added to
Yeah.
it. So I'm long 2 from 94. And yeah, that leaderboard And traders are always putting up those numbers in live markets. Each morning, every morning, regardless of market condition, there's traders doing well. It might not be the right market for you, but that's why there's so many traders having different strategies. And we're starting to hold this. See if we could get another push higher into those 420s, 430s. I added to my second contract
Yeah,
right as we started to hold. So I was wrong with the small size. Let's see if we could get some good market structure here and some buyers stepping in.
What's the average price?
94.
94. 1,394. Last trade. 1,407.
So, Hogue, this is going to close as a failed downside auction in the ES, but it's one of the weirder ones I've seen.
What's that?
It's one of the weirder ones I've seen, right? You
Yeah.
probably take it off the table when you have a move like that and just kind of trade something else.
Failed upside auction in the NASDAQ, and we looked below the initial balance low in the NASDAQ as well. So that bodes towards range bound.
There's some buyers. 420s.
Yep, some buyers indeed.
I'm going to take one off there.
Dakota.
Tying up this risk. Got that 3-bar reversal playing out. And there you go. There
Dakota.
you go.
Flat?
I still have one as a runner.
Let's go. What do we have here? About a 80-point pop, 80-point turnaround in the NQ. Buyers just up in the ES as well. Here, Jack say right pretty much to overnight view app. A couple points above in the ES trading 64.59. Crude still above $104. $104.15 last trade. Is crude just taking a breather before another push higher?
As long as NASDAQ's going up.
Oh, that $104 level. What was so key about that in crude again?
Oh, yeah.
Weekly kickoff high.
Okay.
440s.
Another round of buying.
Yesterday's high as well.
There we go. Flat.
Yeah. Straight Dakota. Man.
There you go.
You know what? Dakota, you cut the first long. You took a paper cut there just to get back in with that conviction.
Yes, sir. Be wrong small, be right big. Right? Build that position. That's the beautiful thing about small size wide stops in this type of volatility. You build a position. Once you market starts to, oh my man. Oh, now the FOMO starts to kick in, huh? But
something came out. Counter tweet. I haven't seen it yet, but we did see crude fell off.
Crude.
And yeah, where is it? It's just a matter of time. Gold popped.
$104.
Equities popped. What is the old counter tweet?
There it is. Trump, war against Iran won't last much longer.
You. All right. Can't wait to fade this shit. I'm selling right into this shit. We got 100%. The pops aren't as high as they used to be. The sell-offs and crude aren't as low as they used to be. And this is coming from the New York Post. The war against Iran won't last much longer. Strait of Hormuz will open automatically. That was in quotes. Sold. I'm short.
Someone was looking for example of a 3-bar reversal. There it is on the 5-minute chart. Right here. Right. It just happened. 3-bar reversal. Same thing happened last night on air during slow markets. Here.
Other nations can reopen those straits, according to the president. It's coming from the president. Other nations can open that up. I wonder if that's bullish.
I thought it was going to open automatically.
Yeah, that doesn't sound.
There are rules, Donnie.
Rules. This is not. All right, initial reaction was holding big. Gold is holding a bid. Gold trading 46.40.
Yeah, Adobe. That's kind of what it sounded like to me.
Chat's asking questions. Chat is fired up. Chat, click like.
Hey,
Click
you know what?
subscribe.
You know what? You want your questions answered and more in depth of what you guys are seeing. That's what I have slow markets for.
Mhm.
I'd love
And
to
we
get
got
in
group
and break
coaching.
down, but I'm not going to spend an hour sitting here going over a setup.
you say
I do
now?
that during slow markets. 7 p.m. Central.
Thank you. Sunday through Thursday. Sunday through Thursday. Holding
Yeah.
bid here. Equities holding a bid. We saw a 50, 60 point pop in the NQ. Again, the president, the New York Post, the war will be ending soon. And the Strait of Hormuz will open automatically, as well as other nations can reopen said strait.
Vince in there. Yes. Top step risk disclosure. It's not.
Afraid I'm going to get hit by lightning.
It already passed me, Hogue.
It's
too
wailing on
bad.
us.
Can't wear shorts in that weather, nor in these markets.
I am, Cody. I am indeed. But seems to be holding bid here. Markets, the equities, bullish. Bullshit. We got ES catching a bid here as well. 64.70 last trade. Q holding bid as well. They held short from 47. Ain't looking so good here, Hog. I thought they would fade that tweet.
Buyers just running into this.
And I was a running. Yeah.
Trump's still
Oh,
talking.
man, look at this thing
Stopped out. Shorts not paying because we got the markets on the move higher. Buyers continuing to push this sucker about 30 points higher in the ES. Wow. ES.
Trump just said other nations can reopen the Hormuz Strait.
Automatically. I thought the automatically part.
Figure it out. We got
us. Not the automatically part. The markets would not have seen through that. But who cares? Because the market's liking it. The Bulls on parade. We're watching. Yes.
I need to go buy some back end oil month calls right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
September for $82.
That's high.
Looks pretty good to me. That's high
for back months. Yeah.
Well, we're trading 104 wherever in the spot. What I'm saying is that I don't know. It would seem like a decent risk reward bet that if the idea is now we're just going to leave without the straight open, that those might go higher.
Yeah. Oh, I think. Oh no, that's high as is, and I think yes. To my, it can go definitely go higher.
Yeah.
It's high as is. The market's saying and there's probably more room. All right. Do we have oil making another run up? Oh, looks like more buying in crude. I had to sell the NQ there. Had to sell the NQ there. Run up in crude. $104.40. Last trade.
What a move. What a move.
It really was. It really is. We're still in the midst of it. Bottom of the hour is the London close.
I mean, that's something you just don't expect, right? You enter a trade and you get a piece of it, like Hoke says. I'm just looking to get a piece of it. And then if it just keeps going, got to be happy with what you get. Markets can always leave you unsatisfied.
Crude continuing to pump here. $104.50.
Yeah.
You knew the counter tweet was coming. $104.51 last trade in crude. Now 56 cents, 58 cents. I had to short the NQ. I have to get short.
It's running.
I don't mind the fade on this one.
Crude on the move. Gold, however, staying bid. Crude on an absolute tear. $104.68. Last trade. London close, bottom of the hour. 22 minutes. More for the president. Declined to say if Vance and or Wyckoff are heading to Pakistan. 50-50 tilt.
Yeah, this is getting sold off here.
Yeah. Well, like Jack was saying, it's what was that? So I'm just sold crude. The tweets are we're seeing some diminished effect in the markets. They or the algos take the bait. Just we see why are they buying this thing up? Something's about to hit
Well,
again.
you could
Something's about
say at least the tweet
There it is.
there from Trump wasn't bearish, or I guess
I'm
it's,
out.
a New York
Yeah.
Post interview or whatever else.
Yeah.
Simply because it didn't escalate. We had earlier people were asking what the news was. The sell-off. The IRGC said that starting April 1st, which is tomorrow, they're going to try and target. They specifically named countries, not countries, companies. Same thing, like Google, Intel, stuff like that. And
yeah,
it didn't come back with some escalation.
Yeah.
One thing to keep in mind: it's the last day of the month.
Last day of the quarter.
Last day of the quarter.
Yes, last day of the month, last day of the quarter. Tomorrow's April 1st, and then in comes earnings season.
We got Nike today. Today. How many Jumpman Jordans have you bought, Dakota? How many Air Force Ones have you purchased?
I do not.
You can hold that
any
thought.
Jordans.
I know you don't. You those LeBron, same company. Hold that thought, Dakota, because
Kobe's.
we got more coming at you. We got a little pullback here in crude. Seeing another bid in the NQ. Yes, just do it. Well done. James, come on in here. We got some announcements here on Top Step TV. What's up, James?
Yes, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I'm here to fill you in on all the things you need to know to stay in the know with Top Step and Top Step TV. And today we're social media maxing. Yesterday we talked about X. Today we're talking about Instagram. That's right. Top Step TV does have an Instagram. And if you're not following it yet, you're kind of out of the loop. Because when you follow Top Step TV on Instagram, you get to catch market breakdowns, smart setups, and real talk about what it takes to succeed in these markets. Don't miss highlights from the show and the live stream built for traders. We got everything there. Information on sweepstakes. We're resharing your posts. We're putting out new engagement polls. We are doing so much over on the Top Step TV Instagram that if you're not a part of the party, well, you're going to have to wait inside. The bouncer will check you in one at a time. If you bring 2 or more friends, you get moved up in the line. That's how it works, guys. So actually, you can just go ahead and click the follow button and you get everything I just talked about and so much more. So go ahead and join us on the Instagram. And while you're there, be sure to follow the core Top Step account as well. You never know what we might announce and what goodies you can find in the social media space. Then, guys, today, that's right, today is one of the last days to take advantage of our current promo. 2026 Olympic gold medalist and Top Step funded trader Alex Ferreira just got a ski run named after him in Aspen. And to celebrate, we're dropping $26 off. Use code AlexGold on up to 5 no activation fee trading combines and ride the momentum. All right, this code is good until April 1st. And according to my notes, yes, April 1st is tomorrow. I got it right this time. So April 1st is tomorrow. You have until then to take advantage of Alex Gold. And if you haven't done so, what are you waiting for? Again, these are good for up to 5 no activation fee trading combines. So go ahead and click on the link that we're probably going to drop in chat to learn more today. Then later on, once you're done buying those combines, you probably have a lot of questions about charts, products, and anything else that goes